It is the Riot on RadioU, and this morning we get the opportunity to meet
someone new.
Yes, a new band on RadioU. We've been playing their song "No Turning Back" for a few weeks. It is Idle Threat, and we are joined by Zeke. Is that right?
That's correct.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing super good. We love the new music because I know for Idle Threat, you guys released your album on Friday. Did you have a good weekend with the album finally being done?
Yeah, of course. We've been chomping at the bit to finally get it out. So we're happy that it's finally out.
And we were trying to talk to Ernie Hudson as well. So Ernie's in the background. So I feel bad. Like, hi, Ernie. Sorry he couldn't be on the screen.
He probably has something he really wants to say, and he just he's not allowed to chime in because he doesn't have a mic.
He's going to have to leave it up to Zeke at this point.
Yeah. Well, so what did you guys, you just wrapped up the tour, and you got to do an album release show. Did you get to do anything else to celebrate album release day, or was it just another day?
It was just another day, pretty much. But the show was awesome. The show was so much fun. So
good.
We saw that when you did wrap up the show, the tour, it said Blurred Visions Tour Part 1. Does that mean Part 2, another tour on the way?
Yeah. We are already talking about just possible like other artists that we want to tour with next year, and just to continue the Blurred Visions tour. We want to do other tours outside of that as well, but we also want to continue the Blurred Visions tour as well. So
for Idle Threat, when you're like, hey, do you guys just all throw out a few band names of bands that you just always wanted to tour with, and you just see what works out for them, or how does that process go to get a tour together?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, we just kind of talk about what bands we would like to tour with, and obviously a lot of that's like within reason. You know, we're not like, guys, I'd love to tour with Metallica. You know, let's hit them up. You know?
Sure.
But just the other bands like us that we'd like to go out on the road with. And then once we settle on like a good group, we'll start reaching out whenever it's time.
Is it kind of the same? Because I know you guys came out with Driftwood, which is the new Idle Threat song, and that has Corey from Norma Jean. Is it kind of similar when you came out with the Blurred Visions album, and you were like, hey, we have like 10 guys we would really love to be on the album, and you just contact them to see, is it kind of very similar than the touring setup?
Yeah, it was kind of similar. Except it wasn't 10. It was probably about like 3, you know?
Okay. Manageable number.
Yeah. But we had like opened for Norma Jean a couple times. And we just kind of kept an amicable relationship. We like friends with their guitar player. And so when it came time to record the record, we knew we were like, oh, we'd love to have like a guest spot on this record. And so Corey's name came up. He was one of the first people that we wanted to reach out to, and he also was excited to do it. And so we were like, well, great. You're the guy.
That's awesome.
So, it worked out. We love Norma Jean too. So when we saw that a part of the new Idle Threat song, we thought that's a good choice right there.
Yeah. We're super excited with how it turned out. It's awesome.
So for the new album, it came out over the weekend, Blurred Visions, right? Is that your debut album? That's your first full length, right?
First LP ever.
So what do you think is different about going into recording an album with a full album idea in that mindset as opposed to previously where you put out EPs and singles?
It's just a lot more work, I think. But with our EPs, we kind of went in with like a pretty solid roadmap of like the songs and their structures and things like that. But with this one, not every song was like fully mapped out when we went to the studio. So it was kind of like we were going there to finish writing the record as well. We definitely we're like full of ideas, you know, but we had to kind of like do a lot of like cutting and trimming on each one, or adding to the songs and stuff like that, which was just different. We had never done anything like that. And so actually the most fully fleshed out song that we went into the studio with was Driftwood. Every other song we did a lot of changes to.
So do you think next time you guys go in for Idle Threat, you do more music? Do you want to have more songs that are like more fully planned, or do you really kind of like the spur of the moment when you're in the studio recording to see what comes out from it being, in that moment?
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's benefit to both. It was definitely exciting watching a song come together like before your eyes, like in the studio. But it was also like really exciting, like seeing like exactly what you envisioned come to life as well. So I don't know. I think there's awesome parts about both.
Well, I think I don't know if I'm prepared enough. Like I want to have every song mapped out, or I that's why we're not in a band. We could barely do it.
We'd be lucky to get one single together, and that would be it.
We would be like, hey, we're a one-song group, and that's it. Well, this is Zeke from Idle Threat. Their new song, No Turning Back, is doing amazing on RadioU. So we're super happy to have you a part of the RadioU family. And last week, because their album came out on Friday, and then last week you guys got to work on a music video for No Turning Back.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Is there anything you want to say about it?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Is that coming out soon, or we obviously will stay tuned for details? But was that your first music video you got to do?
No. We did a music video for our song called Cement last year. That was like our single off of our last EP, which was our debut release on Tooth and Nail. And now we're releasing our first LP, and this is kind of like the first single that we're wanting to push video wise, and I'm really excited about it. No Turning Back is one of my favorite songs on the record. Of course, my favorite changes a lot. One day it'll be this,
Sure.
One day it'll be that, but I like that one a lot, and it feels like felt like it had like a lot of potential, like just visually just using things from the song, and so we thought that would be a good one, and we're really excited to put it out.
Oh, well,
nice.
We seriously love the new stuff. We're excited for Idle Threat for the album. So if you guys want more details on Blurred Visions, to check out RadioU.com for its newly out in our shop section.
Yes.
And then, of course, for the music video, stay tuned for that when it gets out for RadioU TV. And then the new song Driftwood with Corey from Norma Jean. Everyone can check that out too. So it seems like you guys are just going to stay busy.
Yes, we're going to try to as much as we can.
Well, Zeke, it was so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me. It was an honor.
Of course. Well, here is the new one, No Turning Back. Working on a video for this one. It's Idle Threat. It is the Riot.